Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode, pick number 12 of my favorite 30 drummers of all time, which I've been counting down each and every day here this month in November in 2024. Our 30 favorite drummers across all genres: rock, jazz, pop, blues, metal, prog, fusion, you name it. Everything's up for grabs. Our 30 favorites. And of course, for my next pick, for pick number 12, a great British drummer who's played on so many favorite albums of mine over the years. And let's bring him out to the stage, shall we? None other than Mr. Bill Bruford. That's right. I just want to clarify because I've mentioned it almost on every single episode I've been doing this month where I've been using the Prezi app, but yet people still ask, Pete, why is your picture turned around? Did you change your room or your office? No, the Prezi app here in Zoom, when you're displaying images, it reverses your camera angle. I don't know why it does that. It's kind of ridiculous, but no, my guitars and my CD wall has not changed. Everything's exactly the same. At the end of every episode, I turn the Prezi off and you see me as you normally do. But for whatever reason, it's the weird thing about the Prezi app through Zoom. I don't know why they don't fix it. But anyway, so there's Mr. Bill Bruford, of course, played with Yes and King Crimson and Earthworks and the Bruford Band. So many other things. He had a stint in Genesis, right? Lots of solo records. He's lent his talents to many albums over the years. One of the all-time greats, certainly in progressive rock, but again, he's done jazz and fusion as well, and just an amazing player. And let's talk about the album, shall we? So you got to start off my list. Picking three favorite albums featuring Bill Bruford is it's just crazy hard. So I said, all right, I'm not going to sweat it too much. But I'm going to go with albums that I feel like his drumming just maybe stands out a little bit more. First off, I have to pick Close to the Edge. Yes, I know it's reversed, but that's the Prezi app, folks. Close to the Edge. He's amazing on here. The whole band is amazing on here. And just sad that this would be the greatest achievement within Yes and his last album with Yes, because he was kind of ready to move on to other things, right? Maybe wanted something a little bit more challenging. Yeah. But man, title track Close to the Edge and You and I, and certainly Siberian Khatru. He's amazing on Siberian Khatru. I almost picked that as my favorite performance. So amazing. So good. From there, of course, he moves on to King Crimson. And right there, I'm like, well, I know I have to pick a King Crimson album. I probably could pick two. I could have picked three. Do I pick Lark's Tongues and Aspic? Do I pick Starless and Bible Black? Do I pick Red? Do I pick Discipline or Beat or Three of a Perfect Pair? What do I do? I was like, do I pick Discipline? I almost picked Discipline because he's amazing on it. Ultimately, I went with Red. I mean, he's so just crushingly intricate yet heavy on the title track. Fallen Angel again, just doing some amazing stick work, just so good. His cymbal work is so underappreciated. One More Red Nightmare, amazing. Providence, not much going on there, but then Starless, right? He's just doing very little, but a nice accentuating in the background because that's all about the vocals and the mellotron and Fripp's yearning guitar lines, right? Just so good. Had to pick Red. Larks and Discipline, very close. And then for album number three, I gotta go with Bruford, One of a Kind, the second album from the Bruford band. I guess technically it's really the first because it's the first album without vocals and with the solidified lineup of Alan Holdsworth, Bill Bruford, Jeff Berlin, and of course Dave Stewart. So yeah, I mean this is just amazing. There's so much good stuff on here. Again, just balls out, great fusion. Hell's Bells, One of a Kind suite, just absolutely terrific. 5G, Sahara of Snow, parts one and part two, just everything on here is just so good. And again, Bruford, just the man behind the scenes, putting it all together because you've got four amazing musicians in this band, all kind of vying for supremacy. But man, the compositions are so well thought out and everybody gets their moment to shine, but it's not like one guy is like stepping above everybody else. Everybody just is mind blowing from start to finish on there. So yeah, so that is my number three album. Let me close the app. As far as performance goes, again, so difficult. How do you pick a favorite drum performance from a guy who basically every song could be a potential favorite drum performance, right? Ultimately, I decided to go with Heart of the Sunrise from the Fragile album. It's just so complicated and complex, and yet he makes it all seem so effortless. You know, between him, Squire, and Wakeman, and Howe doing their thing, and then John Anderson kind of floats over the top of all of it. It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And unfortunately, I didn't get to see Bill in the band playing this song until years later on the Union tour. And then, of course, you got all these other characters up there, right? You've got Trevor Rabin's up there as well. You got Alan White's there. You got Tony K, Mr. Tony K. And it becomes the big band thing, but really, really mind blowing. But I would love to experience that live back in the early 70s, even though you have film video to see that being done. But I think that would have been really, really cool to experience it live early on during Bill's first tenure with the band. So yeah, Heart of the Sunrise is my favorite performance from Mr. Bruford, and then we're going to go with One of a Kind from the Bruford Band, Close to the Edge, and Red from Yes and King Crimson. And that's my pick for today, Mr. Bill Bruford. So let us know what you think of Bill down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today. I know a lot of you have picked him already. So again, we're approaching the top 10 here, right? So all of these, I mean, everybody in my list is amazing and worthy of being here. But you get to the absolute drop dead legends, I think, the closer you get to number one, right? So an amazing, speaking of prog rock, we had Phil Collins yesterday, had Carl Palmer a week or so ago. We got Bill today. Are there more to come? You'll have to wait and see. We got some heavy hitters of hard rock and metal still haven't shown up on my list yet. They're probably coming as well. So all that will be revealed each and every day here as we count down to number one before we move into telling those stories about those beloved albums we have and the first time we ever heard them, where we were, who we were with, what did we think, and how do we think about those albums today, all these years later? That's going to start December 1st, each and every day, a different album, a different story. So stay tuned for that. Get yours ready as well. And we'll see you then. But of course, don't forget tonight in the Prog Seat happening here on the channel. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page where you can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility stuff. Not necessarily this awesome Hammer Werewolf shirt. We don't have those. Our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page if you'd like me to do a personalized video for you, as well as the Sea of Tranquility membership options. Those are all listed below. Thank you in advance for all your support there. We greatly appreciate it. We know who you are. You know who you are, those who support. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo. Tune in tonight for In the Prog Seat album study. Peter Gabriel's Security, the fourth album. We're going to talk about it in depth tonight on In the Prog Seat. Till then, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.